What up, y'all? What's up, peeps? When y'all come in, check in. Let me know y'all in here. Peace, Allah. I'm chilling, David. What's going on, bro? What up, Caritas? So what's up, y'all? Anything y'all struggling with or having issues with as far as wholesaling going? Any questions? Barlos, what's going on? I feel you, Caritas. It at least said leads. That's what his struggle point. What you having problem with as far as your leads go? Ed? David says he's having trouble finding deals consistently. Go ahead with your questions, Barlow. How tight am I obligated to show the buyer the P and S agreement before he signs the assignment form? You're not actually obligated to, but I would pretty much say you want to show it to them. It's an assignment contract, so they're pretty much going to be taking on the terms of your contract. So they want to know the terms of the contract. So just an easy answer, I would just say yeah, show them to them. If you're doing an assignment, show them to them. Double closing, different story. Intelligent Allah says, "You have any experience looking for probate leads in court?" Yes, sir. Yep. I try. I need to actually go down there now, but go to your local probate department in the county clerk house, man, and just actually see the probate records. Those are some good leads, man. Extremely good leads, man. Trust me. Um, most of my most profitable deals have come from probates. Barlow says he printed out a contract here in Nevada as well as the assignment contract. Are those the only papers I need legally to wholesale someone's house? Um, are you in a attorney state or a title state? I can speak here in Georgia how it goes. We're in attorney state. So you're gonna want a signed seller agreement contract. You want to sign buyer's contract, and at that point, you take everything over to the attorney, and then they'll go ahead and do the title work and whatnot. That's virtually pretty much everything we need on the legal side here in our state. I would imagine it couldn't be too much different in Nevada. I'm not certain. No problem, Allah. It says his phone is not ringing. He's closed one deal out of 3 months ago. First and only deal. Congratulations. And he's using bandit signs only. Buy more bandit signs. Be more strategic and be more consistent when you put them out at. If bandit sign is going to be your only source of marketing, just buy more signs. Try different colors. Try different words on your signs. Like right now, I'm just keeping it simple. We buy houses and my phone number. You can go sell your house fast in your phone number. In my experience, though, I found that less is better as far as the literature you put on the signs. I know I had some signs one time that said, dang, I know I had some signs one time that said, I buy houses, get cash in 30 days or less. And I didn't get as good as response from those signs as I just had it as the simple we buy houses sign. Just something real easy and real simple. But yeah, buy more signs and be more strategic on where you put your signs at. Just like real estate, signs, location, is probably the most important thing. Barlow says, what's the difference? Assignment contract is you pretty much, you have a contract, you have a signed agreement with the seller. You have a contract in place with the seller to buy the property. And you assign your rights to that contract to an end buyer. So with an assignment contract, to try to keep it simple, that buyer is pretty much just stepping in your place and buying that property. And you and the buyer, y'all agree on how much your assignment fee is going to be. So you may charge him $5,000 as an assignment fee. You may charge him $3,000. You may charge him $10,000. Him or her. I keep saying him, but you know what I mean. And that's pretty much it. And that means that the seller is going to pretty much close directly with that end buyer and not you. You know what I'm saying? Because there you've assigned your rights to the contract to somebody else. Double close. That is pretty much you close with the seller, and then you close with the end buyer. That's a double close. There's going to be two different closes, hence double. So you close with the seller, and then you'll turn right around and close with the buyer. So when I do a double close, a lot of times, not always, but most times than not, I first close with the seller, go in there, sign a paper, boom, 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 boom. I stay in the room, shake everybody's hand, take some pictures, and they'll walk out. I sit right there, sit right back down. The buyer come in, do the same process. Zoom, 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 zoom. Shake everybody's hand, take some pictures. Bam, you done. But that's the difference. Karita said, I ran into something on my first meetup with a seller for my property. I'm not a contractor, so I didn't know where or how to estimate repairs. Karita, man, I'm sorry, Karitas. You are you kind of a mind reader. Because to be honest with you, before I came live, I did a video that I hadn't uploaded yet. And it touches on exactly what you just asked me. It's funny that you asked me that question because that's what the video is based around. Contractors and estimating repairs. So you know what, Karitas? Not to answer your question, but I'm just going to upload a video because I go real thorough in that video. In fact, once this live stream ends, which won't be long from now, I'm not going to stay here long because it's late. But once this live stream ends, I'm going to go on here and shoot the video out. So as soon as the live stream over, if you got a little more time, just check it out, man. I answer that for you. I'm glad you asked that too. Between agency and title state, it's really not a big difference, Barlows, because at the end of the day, it's just really somebody official doing the transaction of a purchase and sale of real estate. Some states just choose to be title states, and I don't know why or how. Some are title states, some or attorney states. I've heard some states that they're both, but here in Georgia, it's always been attorney. Since I've been doing this, no title companies. Donovan says, what's your best leads? Probate, driving for dollars. Man, I gotta honestly say that they probably a tie, for real. For me, at least. Because probates, they have brought me the most spreads as far as the most profitable deals. But the driving for dollars, those are my more consistent deals. You know what I'm saying? I may do a deal from Drive for Dollars and I may not make but like 2 grand on the deal. But if I'm doing that a couple or a few times a month, you know, that helps. So I would call them a tie, to be honest with you, because I love them both, man. Really love probates, really love Drive for Dollars. Guy said he was firm on 80K as the price. ARV is 100 and 125 in the area. It's a 3-1 here in Cobb County, and I know the buyer will probably have to add another bathroom. Without even picking up a calculator, it don't sound like it's gonna be enough room in there, unless that house is just in bam, good condition. It don't really need a whole lot done to it. And as you mentioned it being a 3-1, that's not as attractive, of course, as it being a 3-2, but it is in Cobb County, which is a real hot, desirable area. So just really gonna depend there as far as the rehab costs, but it don't sound like it's gonna be a lot of enough room in there. But you know, talk to him. You know what I'm saying? Talk to him. He firm on 80K now. Just make sure you pop up on his phone, every week. You know what I'm saying? Just hey, just checking in with you, Mr. Seller. Seeing if you sold a house. Are you inflexible on your asking price? Just stick on them. What up, Saddam? Hey, Tyler. I do a lot of direct mailing and Drive for Dollars lately. I've been doing a lot of door knocking to pre foreclosure leads and still no hits. Any advice? Um, as far as pre foreclosure and knocking on doors, to be honest with you, I really don't have any experience at all on that. I'm not on a few doors before, but it's typically not targeting pre foreclosures. So I really can't give you a lot of good advice on that. Definitely not a lot of experience advice on it. Um, Direct mailing and Drive for Dollars. Direct mail now. Once you figure out your system, what list you want to really go with, direct mail, it really works. You gotta be consistent with it though. But you'll get some deals with direct mailer, with direct mails. Kind of maybe aim for vacant out of state owners. Those vacant out of state owners, they normally have some of the most motivation of those lists that you can buy. So try to target those vacant vacant out of state owners. Try to target those. And also driving for dollars. Just keep driving for dollars. Straight up. Just keep driving for dollars. You got to. Uh I love driving for dollars because it works. And you just gotta stay at it, man. Find different neighborhoods, hit the same neighborhoods, but it's just like driving for dollars, just like bandit signs. You just gotta keep doing it. Yep, creators. It don't look like it will be enough room in that one. What's up, Lily? Hey, Tyler, how do you determine your asking price to the buyer? Is 70% of ARV a good max price? Um, what I'll do is once I got like how much that I'm gonna get that property under contract for, some of it is just like knowing the market, knowing how desirable that property is, and how much it needs in a rehab cost. But you generally want to use your calculator if you first started your wholesaling formula. So you'll go ahead and you'll put the ARV, you'll multiply that by 70, then you'll subtract your repair costs. And once you do that, that number you get right there, that's typically going to be around the price range that the house is probably going to sell for, in my experience. Could be a little more, maybe a little less, but generally it'll be around that area. So at that point, from that number you see on that calculator, you kind of want to build in your money, your assignment fee from that. You'll have a number like if that calculator says 50K, uh, you may offer the seller maybe 40K, and if they say yeah, you got like a 10K spread. If they say no, you offer maybe 41K, 41.5, but you kind of want to stay away from that 50K. So a lot of times that's what I do sometimes. But a lot of it is just knowing the market too, and knowing what buyers are willing to pay for this kind of property or that kind of property in this kind of neighborhood, and that'll come over time. Marquise, how do you feel about doing RVM? What is that short for, Marquise? RVM. T Fletch, Toddy. Are there Toddy? Are there any good deals with mobile home wholesaling? Man, T Fletch. Being that I'm in Middle Georgia, we got a gang of mobile homes here, gang of mobile home communities, manufactured homes, everything of that ilk. Um, but man, I get a lot of leads on those, man. But I don't really pursue them. I really don't. I have spells without. I go in spells sometimes. I say, you know what, I'm gonna start pursuing these mobile home leads, but I really just never seriously got into it because right now my network of buyers they just don't have any interest in them. They never asked me about them, and so maybe in 2019 we'll be more active on the mobile home market. That maybe need to be a personal goal. You know what I'm saying, to both of us. um Italy, can you give me an example of what a good deal looks like? It's hard to give an example because it's going, we need to know the numbers and all that stuff. But I will say this because I used to ask people that same question. Over time, you gonna know what a good deal look like. You gonna know it. Once you hear that number, bam, you gonna know it. I remember I was watching one of Flipman old videos, and he said that same exact thing, and he was so right. Once you hear that number, oh, bam, that's a good deal. And then even from there, sometimes the seller may tell you how much they want for the property, and you know that's a good booming area. You might even be able to negotiate the seller down a little bit more to get even more money. But over time, you just gonna know it. You're gonna know it when you hear that number. You're gonna know it when you hear the motivation in their voice. You're gonna know it when they tell you their situation. You're gonna know it when they say the house is paid off. You know what I'm saying? So it'll come over time. Let me see here. When looking for a buyer, what gives you the best leads? Uh, Not to sound like an asshole, but just the best deals. You know what I'm saying? That's what gonna attract all the buyers out with money who can close fast. Just getting real good deals. I always said in the past, like for me, you know what I'm saying, and I know everybody not gonna agree with this, but for me, it's more important to focus on getting good deals than it is building up a network of buyers. Because when you got good deals, the buyers they're just gonna be there. And once you start getting good deals under your belt, then your network of buyers is just gonna grow organically. Um, so just focus like on getting like real good deals. Real good deals. You know what I'm saying? Getting the deals that everybody else having trouble getting. And I know that's easier said than done, but that's some of our job as investors or as wholesalers. Any licenses? S. Ronell, 1981. No, I don't have any licenses. If that's what you were asking, no, I don't have like a real estate license or anything like that. Any luck with probates? Absolutely. Love probates. Love probates. I need to get uh get better in the game at doing more probates as of late. You know what I'm saying? I started out early in the year just going hard on probates. You know what I'm saying? And slacked up a little bit. But I love probates. I love probates. You get your own probates, so you can just buy some probates, but they work, man. Probate definitely work. Albert says, I've been wholesaling for a year and a half now, still no deal. I drive for dollars, direct mail, and I also put out bandit signs. Do you have any do you have any suggestions? I would say, Albert, everything as far as your lead sources that you're using, those are great because they all work. They all work. You may just have to up the ante a little bit on it. Instead of driving for dollars one time a week, you might need to do it 2 times a week. You may need to drive for dollars in different areas or different neighborhoods. As far as direct mail goes, if you're doing like 200 mailers a month, double that down and do 400 a month. You know what I'm saying? And maybe target different lists with your direct mail. Try that out also. And the bandit signs answered that a little bit earlier, but just try to be more strategic on places you put them at, because that really matters a lot. Of course, you want to go high traffic areas, hit up some like plaza stuff like that, department stores. You know what I'm saying? Some grocery stores you can get away with doing it. But work on your strategy a little bit more. What up, King Knowledge? Says Ty, love your channel, brother. Appreciate it. I struggle with calling folks and speaking. In your experience when you just started, how many cold calls did you make before you found your niche with talking with sellers? To be honest with you, King Knowledge, I come from a background of like sales. Pretty much like 90% of my 9 to 5 job experience was probably in sales. In fact, my last job, man, I was there damn near 20 years, 17 years, and it was in sales the whole time. So just being honest with you, I was already familiar with it, because I had a background with it. So talking to different people, different races, different religions, different social backgrounds, I was just already used to it, and kind of well adapted it in it also, because I work for a pretty big company that y'all see their commercials all the time. So, and I say that because they put a lot of training in us and they instilled us in it. But as far as that goes, a lot of that, man, is just getting over your apprehension of talking to people, talking to strangers, pretty much asking strangers for money, because you asking them to buy the house at such a discounted price is almost like asking for money. So a lot of that gonna come with time and repetition, and just kind of challenging yourself mentally. You know what I mean? Just challenging yourself mentally. A good exercise you can do to challenge yourself mentally, and a lot of people won't do it, but get in the habit once, maybe twice a week. Ask a stranger. You know what I'm saying? Ask a coworker that you work with that you don't really talk to very often. Maybe not even ask somebody at work. Maybe you'll feel too uncomfortable. But just get in the habit, maybe in a public, asking a stranger, hey, may I borrow $1? You ain't got to say a reason you need $1. Just walk them to them, may I borrow $1? That gets you mentally used to dealing with difficult situations. You know what I mean? As far as the mental capacity of it, it's really, just training your mind and your brain. It's kind of like an exercise, man. But I hope that helps. Trying to catch up on the comments, y'all. Kind of lost myself. Jamel Richards says, what is some advice for doing follow-up calls with potential sellers that weren't super motivated the first time you talked to them? Just reach out to them. Reach out to them. You can give them a call. Say, hey, Mr. Seller, this is Ty. We talked, about 2 months ago. You had that house on First Street. I was just calling, to see had you sold it. If they sold it, they'll tell you right up, yeah, I sold it. If they hadn't sold it, well, no, I still have it. Okay, well, I just want to follow up with you, and see if you were still, trying to get it sold. If you had any flexibility on your asking price at this time, I just want to really follow up with you and see where you're at with it. Just say something like that. Follow up with them. You know what I mean? You can even shoot them some text. It's always better to get people on the telephone, but it's 2018. It's 2018. Don't think you can't close deals and do deals by text. I do it a lot. Ringless voicemail. What is that, Marquise? Cypress Property Gal. Hi. If I remember correctly, your name is Nicole, I think. Cypress. No problem. Tony Lacey was cracking. T Fletch says, have you ever found a deal through a person who was selling their home on Craigslist? Does Craigslist deals really work? Yeah, when I first started, man, I didn't know no better. I just used to try to sit on Craigslist and get all my deals. Yeah, I have once, but like nowadays, especially like like now, as far as technology has gotten since I started, which hadn't been too terribly long at all, um, Craigslist is probably just not a place you want to really search for sellers. It's I mean, you're not saying you can't do it, but I should say it a different way. It's probably a place you don't want to invest a lot of time into looking for sellers. Craigslist should not be your even in your top five for looking for sellers as far as your lead sources go. Hey, no problem, King Knowledge. Italy, my Instagram is Tidy underscore Jones. That's my Instagram. Just like my name is spelled TIDY underscore Jones. Barlow says Nevada law requires each title insurer and title agent to make available to the public a schedule of fees and charges, including escrow fees. So that does that mean Nevada's a title state? I'm really not sure, Barlos. I really can't say. Based on that, I would probably say like maybe ask an investor who's already doing business in Nevada. But I really don't know. Win, what's up, Win? It's my dog Win checking in. Yeah. Win actually he do like coaching and mentoring with me. So Win that's we me and Win working together. He done came down here and he shadowed with me one day. We went and looked at a property together. And by the way, Win, I got that property under contract. I got somebody going to look at it tomorrow. Hopefully she get it. Hopefully she'll buy it. So hopefully that one get to the closing table. Barlow's B said, "What's my top five places to look for sellers?" In no particular order. Probably Driving for Dollars, Bandit Signs, Direct Mail, uh, the internet marketing, and one more, huh? Probably networking. Networking. You can get a lot of good deals just based off networking, and that takes a little time too. T Flesh, I have not done any pre foreclosure deals. Um, I have not done any. Maybe I'll try to branch out a little bit more into that next year, 2019. No problem, Albert. All right, y'all. So I'm about to hit the 30-minute mark. I didn't want to stay on here too long, so I'm probably about to go ahead and check out. It's after 12 my time. Cypress says best strategy for dispositions. Elaborate on that for me. I don't understand. Aaron Aaron Hancock says, quick advice on cold calling FSBO from Zillow. A little nervous, but do you give a price over the phone or strictly in person? When I my second deal, man, I got off Zillow and what I was doing, I was just going in there giving people lowball offers on Zillow messaging system. And then I would text them on my phone. So I would give them the offer, but I make sure they got it either through Zillow by email or through that I was gonna text them. And I closed the deal like that, man. Closed the deal by doing that. I ain't closed one since, but I would probably say call them. I probably say call them. Go ahead and get on the phone, talk to them, call them. You know, uh, and that way you know you're actually talking to a person on the telephone. Know your text went through. Verify maybe that you're talking to the actual homeowner or the seller. I'd probably say give them a call. Even though I got mine done by text, I'd probably say give them a call. Oh, sending a voicemail without telephone ringing, telling them you're interested in the property. Yeah, it's an app. What's the app? Slide Dial. It's an app where you can do that. Slide Dial. Yeah, you can use it. I've used it a few times. I haven't used it often. Normally, I use it for like maybe follow up situations. But your first initial talking with the customer, you just want to go ahead and talk to them. My best strategy for getting rid of deals out of your area. Basically find cash investors outside of your area. Okay, so people who are buying that are not directly in the market, I would probably say most of the people that buy from me, they're either here in my market or they're not very far from my market. I've had like a few out of state buyers, but haven't had many. And that has come through marketing the property online. Like I know on a few properties I've actually paid for Facebook ads and have marketed the properties that way, and that has worked for building that type of network of buyers. And that's when you can like use something like Craigslist for, you know. Um, like me, let's say I'm in Atlanta, but I'm trying to get a network of buyers maybe in LA or Texas, then you can actually market the property in those states on Craigslist. Slide broadcast. Yeah, I've heard of that. How do you find out what areas are hot spot to campaign at? Normally where the buyers are buying at. Knowing what the buyers are buying at, and that comes with networking, talk with people, that's buying and selling. If you got a good relationship with a realtor, they're great people to ask that. Hey, what's the hot spots? Where are all the cash buyers buying right now? But really, just talk with people. Then as you start getting more experience in it, then you'll just start knowing like, yeah, and this part of the north side is hot right now. You know what I'm saying? It's hot. If I get a prop over here, I sell it in the same day. So a lot of that'll come with experience. All right, y'all. I'm gonna check out. Follow me on Instagram, Tidy_Jones. I'm gonna try to start doing more live streams, and I'm about to upload a video. So for the people that are on here right now, if you still got some time, I'm about to upload a video. So give me about 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and it should be up. Peace out, y'all. Well, I'm gonna answer this question. All right, answer these two questions. I'm gonna check out, y'all. Aaron Hancock says, "I appreciate the advice, and do you think sellers would still do a deal if they seen a 21 at their property? If they seen a 21, I'm not sure what a 21 is, Aaron. Are you saying that you were 21 years old? Top strategy used to find buyers to match your deals. Right now, is really I got like a pretty decent network of buyers right now. So I'll pretty much will shoot it to them, and most times than not, they'll go ahead and get it from me. And a lot of that comes with just finding deals and just building a rapport with your buyers. Because I got like a buyer right now, who buys from me. He bought like 3 properties from me like within the last 40 days, and since then, I've been getting more properties under contract, and he just been putting me on to his family who's been buying from it. You know what I mean? And that's just come over the relationship that I have with that buyer. You know what I'm saying? So he has family members who invest in real estate too, and he'd be like, yeah, my cousin will buy this, and my brother-in-law he gonna buy this, and that's how you build. That's how you build that up. Just getting good deals, doing good business with your buyers, and your buyers they'll just start putting you on other buyers. And I've had a lot of other buyers too put me on other buyers as well. All right, y'all. But I'm gonna peace out. Peace out, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and check out. I try to do another live stream very, very soon, y'all. But again, I'm about to upload another video. Y'all check it out if y'all got time. Peace.